Moving on now, Washington played down expectations of any breakthrough from the first trip by a U.S. Secretary of State to China in 5 years. Antony Blinken is due in Beijing on Sunday.
Yes, and Antony Blinken had a tense phone call with China's foreign minister yesterday. Qin Gang urged the United States to stop meddling in its affairs and harming its security. The relations between the world's two largest economies have tanked in recent years.
The multiple issues of friction include Taiwan, trade and human rights here.
One alarming aspect of the sour ties has been Beijing's reluctance to have an open military-to-military dialogue with Washington, despite repeated U.S. attempts. U.S. officials said that Blinken would push to establish open communication channels to ensure, and this is important, that competition with the Chinese does not spiral into conflict.
Now, Daniel Crattenburg, the U.S. State Department's top diplomat for East Asia, played down chances of a breakthrough. He said, and I'm quoting here, "We're not going to Beijing with the intent of having some sort of a breakthrough or transformation."
Joe Biden and Xi Jinping met in Bali in November. The presidents agreed to try to prevent tensions from soaring out of control, including by sending Blinken to Beijing. Blinken's previous planned visit was abruptly cancelled in February. Back then, a Chinese balloon, which Beijing denies was a government spy vessel, spent a week flying over the United States and Canada before being shot down.
The two sides have more recently looked again to keep tensions in check. Biden's national security advisor Jake Sullivan and top Chinese diplomat Wang Yi held an extensive closed-door meeting in Vienna last month.
Biden has sought limited areas for cooperation with China, such as climate change. The U.S. president's approach differs from the more fully adversarial position adopted by the end of the administration of his predecessor, Donald Trump.
Last week, the White House accused China of operating an intelligence unit in Cuba for years. White House added that China upgraded the intelligence unit in 2019 in an effort to enhance its presence in the Caribbean island.
A base in Cuba would be viewed in Washington as a direct challenge to the continental United States. Remember, Cuba lies around 150 kilometers off Florida's southern tip. Asked about a base at a regular press briefing, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson said that he was unaware of the situation. Cuba dismissed the claims too and stressed that it rejects all foreign military presence in Latin America, including the bases maintained in the region by the United States.